Okay, my face is clean, but I'm going to do one eye off camera so this video isn't super long. And now I'm going to get into my eyebrows, taking this Essence Concealer, using this as a base for my eyeshadow and to clean up my eyebrows. And now I'm just going to buff that out, giving it a nice smooth canvas for the eyeshadow. So I'm taking this deep green from the Juvia's Place palette. This is their newest palette. I want to take this green and cut it in sort of a wing shape just in the crease. And right along the edges of that green, I'm going to be using my Camille Nicole Cosmetics palette, taking that light green, and I'm going to use that to buff out the edges of that green shadow. So it's just going to pretty much soften up the edges of that deep green. But I'm going to be going back into the Camille Cosmetics palette and going into that pink shade, and I'm going to be putting that into my inner crease area. So this is going to be a really pretty colorful look. I'm using like 3 or 4 colors in the crease. I'm going to go back into that palette once again and dip into that blue shade, and this is just going to deepen my crease more. That way when I cut it, it has a really nice transition. And this blue is going to blend into the green and the pink, turning the pink into sort of like a purple. So it's going to pretty much blend all the colors together, which is what I'm doing. You want a really nice transition from all the shades. And now I'm going to take that orange and yellow mix and blend out the edges of that pink eyeshadow, just so it can be soft and diffused. You don't want to see any harsh lines when it comes to your eyeshadow. You want to blend everything out really softly. And now I'm taking just a tad bit of that black eyeshadow, still using the Camille Cosmetics palette. A little bit of black eyeshadow at a time, because black is like the hardest color to blend. So just use a little bit at a time and blend it out softly. Just pretty much build up your color until you get it like you want it. So now I'm using the P. Louise base, and this is in Rumor 0.5, I believe. I'm going to take that and cut my crease. This is the best primer ever. Like, it's really creamy and thick. I haven't found anything better than the P. Louise base. It really makes your eyeshadows pop. So once you get it down, you want to pretty much blend it out so it's not too much excess product on your eyes. And now I'm going to be going back into the Camille palette, and I'm going to be using like 4 different shades on my lid. The first shade is going to be yellow, and then I'm going to dip into green. I'm going to dip into orange, pink, and blue. You just have to kind of see the process. Just pretty much blend those colors together by overlapping them, just so you can get a nice fade into the colors. One color fades into the next really nicely. These eyeshadows are really pretty as well. I believe this is Camille Cosmetics' first palette she released, but it's really nice. I love it. Really nice shades. And you can find her on Instagram at Camille Cosmetics. So I'm just winging that blue out, creating that nice cat eye that I want, that cat shape. Now I'm going to clean it up with a wet wipe, and this is my Neutrogena makeup wipes, which is the very best makeup wipes ever. And now I'm taking mascaras, not anything that you know of, just a little cheap mascara I had. I'm going to put that on. I think I got it from Sally's Beauty, an old mascara. But now I'm going into the brows, and I'm using a Wet n Wild. I believe this is dark brown, just to go in and fill in my eyebrows lightly. I don't like a really deep eyebrow because my eyebrows is pretty much already thick and dark, and I don't want them to look like 2 leeches on my face. So I'm going in really light with that. Now I'm going in with some shea butter, which is smooth butter. You can also find her on Instagram. She has really nice like products for the hair, but I use it for my skin and my hair, which is it's like a shea butter with 3 or 4 different oils in it. Now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty foundation. Now it's in the shade 400, but I mixed it with a little bit of my concealer just so I can go over the top of my eyebrows. I usually like my eyebrows to pop, so that's why I mixed it with a little bit of my concealer versus going in with strictly concealer, then you'll have that halo look. So you want it to blend into your foundation. So make sure you blend it in really, really good into your foundation. Use a color closest to your skin so you don't have that problem. So now I'm going over my entire face with my foundation, just buffing that into my skin. And now I'm going to go in back with that Essence concealer. I'm telling you guys, this is the best concealer for real, for cheap. I'm going to take that and highlight my face, pretty much the high points of my face. You guys know the routine. And now I'm going to blend it out with the sponge. Blend it out really good so you can't really see any edges. You want to blend everything together. Now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Espresso to contour, doing the same steps I did for the highlighting, actually, but with contour. Now I'm going to take my foundation brush and just blend that in, and this is just going to add more depth to my face, give me more of a natural appearance, because foundation alone pretty much takes away from your natural features. So I'm just adding those back to my face with highlighting and contouring. And now I'm going to take my sponge and blend that highlight and that contour together so it looks seamless, where you can't see any separation between the two. And I'm just going back over my nose, blending that contour out. And now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty powder in Banana, and I'm going to set those highlighted areas so that they don't crease. I like you guys to see what I'm doing step by step. That's why my videos are usually pretty much long and lengthy, because I don't like to skip steps. You can't really see what I'm doing. But now you see I'm just contouring with my Anastasia powder in Mahogany, just going back over that contour, just reinforcing it with a little powder. And be mindful how you contour and highlight. You have to do it according to your facial features or your client's facial features. Everything don't apply to everyone. So I have a pretty big forehead, so I can kind of contour down a little bit further, closer to my eyebrow, to make my forehead look smaller, if you get what I'm saying. So if you have a small forehead, you will want to highlight more. Just be mindful of that. Now I'm taking my Anastasia, I believe this is the orange blush, and I'm just going to take that and pop that on the apples of my cheek. I'm not sure of the name, but it is the orange blush that Anastasia has. And I like to pop a little bit on my temples as well. Now I'm taking this purple eyeliner I got from Beauty Supply, from Kiss, New York, I believe. I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes, and I'm going to be smoking it out with a purple eyeshadow from the Camille Cosmetics palette. Now I'm taking that deep blue and putting that on the outer lid, the outer under eye, I believe. It's hard to see when I'm doing a voiceover, y'all, because I got the recording right in the middle of my video. But now I'm going to take the pink and put that underneath, like close to the corner of my eyes, on my lower lash line though, just so that I can have that pretty pop of pink. I'm pretty much just replicating the same thing that I did in my crease area. And going back into that green, putting that on the outer lower lash line. And now for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to be taking an Artist Couture highlighter. It's the one from the Jackiana collaboration. It was the peach one. I think she had two different ones. One of them was golden and one of them was peach. So this is the peach one that I'm using. And I'm going to pop that in the corners of my eyes just to give me a little highlight and kind of make my eyes glow some and open up my eyes more. And I'm pretty much setting everything with that spray that I used from Mario Badescu and Orange Blossom. And now I'm going over my cheeks, highlighting again with that same highlighter that I used in the corners. I'm also going to be putting this on the highest points of my face, like my lip, my chin, my nose, my forehead. Pretty much just highlight my face because I like my skin to glow. I'm not a big fan of the matte look. I like more of a dewy, glowy skin finish. Just going in with a little bit of mascara. I don't know what happened to my bottoms. I don't have any bottom lashes. Okay, I'm going over my lips with Addictive from Nelly Cosmetics. No, I'm sorry, not Nelly Cosmetics. It's Addictive from 511 Cosmetics on Instagram. And then the center, I went in with Jeffree Star's Nude Beach just to lighten it and give it a little bit of ombre. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it and enjoyed this video or learned something. If you guys decide to recreate, please tag me. I would love to see it. And once again, thank you guys for all the support, all the love. Don't forget to like if you're new to my page, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.